the actual game and how it works, and the controls. And if you want, we can have a look at the sprites and scripts used to make this game possible. So I'm going to turn the music down, but normally there's music playing, but otherwise you won't hear me speak. So we've got 3 seconds of Rovio that pops up standard, like in all the other usual games, as a copyright thing, because all of the name Angry Birds and the script used are all copyrighted by Rovio. So we've got the title screen here. We just click on play to get into the actual game. There's only one episode you can select now, but this gives us space to expand the game and build more episodes, and then more levels within each episode, as on the app-based platform or the iOS-based one. So we click, and of course we've got to click on level 1 because it's the only one we've got. So this is the level. As you can see, the bird is following the mouse pointer because that's how we're going to aim. And we use the space bar to shoot the birds. You've got 3 birds, as you can see in the variable up there, and our score is momentarily at 0. So I'm going to try and see if I can hit the pig. So we only tap the space bar once because the variable corresponds to how many times we touch the space bar. So, so I've hit the pig instantly, and it goes straight to the "You win" title screen or end screen. As you can see, my score is 8,000. So that means the pig is automatically 5,000 points, and then all the other blocks I hit are 1,000. So I hit 3 blocks and a pig, and the maximum score you can acquire is 14,000 points. So I've still got 2 Angry Birds left. So that's the end of that game because I've done it instantly. But if we want to play again, you just go back, and we go back to the episode, and we click level, and we can try again. So let's see if I can get more blocks to score a higher amount. But then you do risk not hitting the bird because you're hitting the pig because you're wasting your well, that was a good one. So I got 10,000 there because I had got 5,000 with the blocks and 5,000 because of the pig. So let's see what happens if I lose the game. So let's go back again. And every time you click on a level, the 2 variables at the top reset, as we can see here. So let's see if we can lose. It doesn't matter how many blocks you hit. If you don't hit the pig, you automatically lose the game. So I've got 1 more bird. So I've lost, and I've only got 2,000 points. Game over. So that's that. Let's see if we can have a look at the scripts within it. So the play button is obviously used when it's switched, and when it's touching the mouse pointer it switches costumes because it has 2 different costumes, the shadows of it, as you may have seen when I first ran it. We can have a look in a minute. As you can see, when the mouse pointer goes over it, the costume changes to give it a little bit of an animated effect. If we click on that, then we've got the episode. So let's go here. It's only got 1 costume, and it's just the basics. When it's clicked, there's a little popping sound. But when I receive the level 1 start, it disappears, and when I receive episode selector, of course, it'll pop back up with the drop-down menu. It's the same for these things, but they're non-interactive. For the level thing, I've put the variable set score to 0, of course, once it's clicked on, so here. So as you can see, we've still got the variables at the top that differ. But of course, this resets it every time. The catapult is not showing yet because, of course, level 1 hasn't been broadcast. So if we click on level 1 again, the game is quite slow when it's online because it doesn't seem to have like the right kind of connection and software sometimes, and it gets stuck. But for the rest, it's doing pretty well. So as you can see, the catapult has popped up, and of course you lose. When I say you lose or you win, it gets hidden. It gets hidden with everything. Only when I receive level 1 start, it goes to its position and it's shown. That's all I need it for. stop the game. So here we can see where the back button is used. We only use the back button when we're on a level and when we're on the episode selector, level selector, because the episode selector is the furthest back you can go. So when you receive episode selector, it gets hidden. So here I can click on it and it goes all the way back to episode selector, so it comes to the main menu. And then when it's on the level selector, we can still go back, even though there's not much choice at the moment, but if we were to expand. So here we're back to the level, and you've got the multiple obstacles that we have to hit, and they have 2 costumes. And they change costume every 0.1 second when it's hit to create this animated effect. You can see here, and it kind of it drops to have a bit of gravity. If you look in the script here, so if the bird is touching it, then the costume will be switched. We wait a second, the score is then increased, and then it drops a bit, and then it stops with all the other sprites, so it disappears. It's the same for all these ones. When we go to the pig, they have a lot of outfits because it's almost animated, as you may have seen when I hit it. Here you can see the different costumes, and if we do it quickly, it's almost like an animated one. So I stuck 0.1 seconds between it and did it really quickly. So like I said, animated feel to it, of course, so it goes to its normal place forever. If it's touching the bird and the costume switches, I increase the score by 5,000, which is of course the end of the game, and then it broadcasts the "you win" and the backdrop switches to the one with all the cakes, and then it gets hidden. Otherwise it just sticks to the pig outfit one. Then we have, last but not least, we have the bird. Let's see if this is still running. We have the bird, which is a very important part of the game, of course. So when I receive level start, go to front and goes to position, and whenever it's when I receive level start, you set the variable to 3, of course, and here you can see when it's touching the colour black, then it's going to point towards the mouse pointer, and that's the way we aim. If we just go across here, oh yeah, and here you can see it subtracts every time I press, or one presses the space bar. Here when we receive level 1 start, it shows us that if Angry Birds left, then it would hide and it will switch the backdrop to "you lose," which will then be broadcast. And then here it shows us that when we shoot, it plays a sound. This is the way the gravity has been. It moves 10 steps. Every time it moves 10 steps, it'll turn 1 degree, so it will look like it's falling in an archway. Then if it touches the pig, wait 0.2 seconds. If not, if it's touching the colour green, which is the grass here, wait a second, hide, and then go back to its place and wait a second again. So it's just going back to where it started, but it's almost like it's a different bird, but it's still the same one. So that's my project it's my video for Criteria D. I hope everything's been clear, and yeah.